Aries, I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a timeless tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. We're going to start with an overall energy for your reading. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, aliens, please give me the message that this Aries or this viewer needs to hear most at this time on their journey. Aries, any placement, cross watchers are always welcome. My intention when I make these videos is that they will find you regardless of your placement. So if you're called to a title, I would suggest watching that. All right, let's see. Aries, what do we got for you? Holy smokes, that's a lot. Let's just do one card for an overall energy, please. One card. Overall energy. That's still a lot. I was like 5. Let's just do one. There we go. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Nice. Okay. I love the way the transition is depicted on here. Like, it's like icy and cold and then like lush and tropical. Yeah. I don't know why that's like, I guess we'll dive into that and figure out why that's coming through like that, but I'm really drawn to that. Okay, Aries. Let's see. Message for Aries, please. Message for Aries. Okay. Message for Aries. That had no idea what way I wanted to go down. It like kept spinning around. Let's see. The 5 of Swords starting off the spread. I think you can see that. Yeah, so there's trickery is what I'm hearing. Okay, the Ace of Swords and Justice. So this is finding clarity in that. Whatever it is that it's trickery. That's like the only word I keep hearing with regard to that 5 of Swords. Trickery. So then you've got clarity, like kind of an epiphany is coming through, and it's bringing in some kind of balance. It's seeing the light and dark in something. Okay. Illuminating the darkness. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Moon. Yeah, this illumination, the Ace. We've got these 2 aces now that are really coming through as like illuminating something. It's illuminating the darkness. It's like the same message. Just kind of reinforcing it. Let's get one more card, please. Thank you. And the 8 of Wands. All right. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Knight of Wands. Nice. This is really like letting passion take over is what I heard. Letting passion take over. So it's like whatever this, whatever's coming out of the dark, whatever, you know, you're seeing something now that was maybe hidden before. Whatever that was is like, it's bringing in movement. Maybe it's coming in through communication. So the 8 of Wands is about action and communication. You know, so it's either like causing action or it came in like these aces come in through some kind of communication. That's probably going to be different for each of you. One of those will apply to some of you and the other will apply to others. But let's talk about this Knight of Wands first. I really do get this sense that you're gonna find your own clarity. It's like you're coming out of a cold space and into something lush and tropical. But you kind of have to go through that like dark canyon before you get there. Okay. Let's talk about this Knight of Wands. Thank you. The 6 of Wands, the Moon, and the Fool. Six of Wands, the Moon, and the Fool. Yeah, it's like the sun is being eclipsed. So I'm seeing these two towers here, or pillars, you know, and like I was saying over here, like having to go through the canyon, through the dark to get to the sun. It's kind kind of the same message coming through there. And then once you step into that, you're this fool, and there's this big, huge sun up here, and it's stepping into something new. It's recognizing that you need to take action and that this is a process, that you've got to go after it, is what I heard. Okay, interesting. Let's talk about this Five of Swords, please. Thank you. The Seven of Wands. All right, let's get one more. Can you see that? I think so. Scoot those over just a little bit. There's like a little bar on my camera, so I can't quite see if you can see that, but I think you can. Okay. One more card for the Seven of Swords, please. Thank you. And the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Something isn't sitting well with somebody. Somebody like feels the need to take some kind of defensive action, to stand their ground in something. And I do think that that's really important here. There's something needs to shift, something needs to change in order to like progress. And I think that whoever it is that's standing their ground, really like holding a healthy boundary is what's coming through. That's going to bring a lot of material success. So I don't know if this is in a job or in some kind of relationship or just in your personal being. But there's something that wasn't quite completed in a way it should have been completed. But I do think that somebody's standing their ground, somebody's maintaining their boundaries, and that's going to bring a lot of good. Bring in a lot of balance even. Let's talk about this Ace of Swords. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, never mind. Ace of Swords. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Thank you. The Ten of Cups. Nice. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, so that Two of Wands is coming out. It's just making me think of this Knight of Wands. This like, do I step out into something new? Do I go after it? Do I like take action, or do I just kind of like sit and hold back? I think that that's what you're coming into clarity on, is like what you should do. I think you're coming into clarity on that you should move. You should make some kind of move. And when you do make that kind of connection, when you connect the dots is how it's coming through, that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of desire, of drive. That's how it's coming through. Let's talk about this Justice, because I feel like you're seeing the Two of Cups. One more card, please. Thank you. Oh, and the Hierophant in reverse. I just heard the darkness happen so you wouldn't be bound. I don't know what that means. You might know what that means, but that was what I heard. So that's what I need to tell you. So something happened. I feel like it brought somebody into darkness. There's balance being brought back into a situation, balance and healing being brought back. Something happened though, so that somebody could like not be tied to something because there was something better for them, is what I'm hearing. So somebody had to look into the darkness. This could be just like personal spiritual growth. This could be that somebody else outside of you needed to grow. There's some sense of growth coming through here, but bringing balance in because the dark has been addressed. It's like this Justice card. Up here in the light, she has her eyes closed, and down here in the shadow or the reflection, she has her eyes open. And there's something to that, like staying in this light space was keeping somebody in the dark, really, because when they stepped into the dark, then they could see. And so that's kind of what it's saying here, is somebody was like, a situation ended, but it was like a false ending, so that somebody could, maybe it wasn't a false ending, but there was a need to not be tied to something that maybe somebody really wanted, actually. There's healing though here, and that's going to be different for everybody. Whatever that healing is, there's some kind of balance being brought in. through this Two of Cups. So this could be an external union, or this could be just kind of internal balance is really more of how it's coming through. Again, take it how it fits, guys. Let's talk about this Ace of Wands, please. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Thank you. The High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. So the High Priestess is in reverse. This is only going to apply for some of you, but somebody around you or you yourself might be battling a little bit with like drinking too much, drinking your problems away. Because the intuition is really strong, but then there's this sense of like overdoing something coming through with this Nine of Cups. This Nine of Cups can mean wish fulfillment, but I'm getting this feeling of excess because the intuition is being blocked. So somebody's uncomfortable with a situation is really how it's coming through. So they're kind of like they're living in an excessive place, but I think that there's clarity coming through in this. There's some kind of spark, right? Some kind of new, it's clarity still coming through. So it's like somebody's seeing how something is being blocked. It's interesting the way these cards are going down. This High Priestess in reverse is sitting on kind of on top of the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups, and it's kind of like once somebody sees that dark side, that secret side, then there's kind of movement toward like wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, things like that. But there is this sense of somebody also trying to like kind of block their intuition. Again, that's going to be different for everybody. Let's talk about this moon. Thank you. The Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so there's that ending, right? That ending that kind of keeps showing up. That ending, I feel like it's left somebody in a it's kind of made somebody a little stuck in this confused place with a lot of different choices. But it's because there's really only one choice. There's this moon card, right? She's being drawn by the light of the moon. Like the only choice for this person, if they want to continue living, is to go up, to go to the surface. And you know, it's like you spend time in the dark, you see things. Maybe this person's life flashed before her eyes and then she like gained clarity and came to the surface. It's kind of that energy coming through where it's like something had to end in order for this person to like find clarity. So yeah, I feel like somebody's in the midst of finding that clarity right now. Let's talk about this Eight of Wands. All right, so we've got the Princess of Swords in the reverse, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles, which I think I already tried to pop out, the King of Wands, and the Three of Wands. There's a lot of Wands energy in this reading. Yeah, this is taking action. Taking action and knowing that the things meant for you are coming through for you. But this is like, so it's kind of two messages. So there is a sense of needing to wait for something to come together, but that doesn't mean that you need to like let the rest of your life be put on hold. There's somebody here that has this kind of like immature energy, and I feel like this person's in some way being blocked from you because they still need to figure out something. And so, you know, maybe that's what you're waiting for, is that person to figure out something, or it feels external. It could be a internal piece of you too, but it feels external. So then there's this other part that's like, you know, you need to, on another hand, just kind of like own your world and bring balance to yourself. And I feel like it's all coming together is how it's coming through. It's all coming together. I'm hearing everything is on target. Everything is on point. Okay, interesting. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, there is some kind of new beginning that wants to come in for you or that is coming in for you. It's just taking a really, really long time. I love how the imagery here, you've got this lit up background and then the waterfall into the foreground. And it's kind of like, this is lit up where that's icy. So there's a little bit of a transition here, something icy cold, you know, coming into this lush tropical land. And this is like fiery, passionate coming into this tropical land. I like that. Oh, and then on the bottom of the deck is the devil, that fiery passion. Interesting that it's coming through that way. So that's like toxicity. Again, I feel like both of those things are happening. So it's almost like there's another energy tied to you that's a little bit stuck in a toxic cycle. Okay, let's grab some advice. Advice for Aries, please. Advice for Aries. Thank you. Death, yeah. Okay. Temperance in reverse. One more card, please. Thank you. And the moon. Okay, that's 3 major arcanas. And then the 4 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Taking a time out, retreat, healing. Okay. Yeah, something is in the process of transforming. There's an ending that needs to transform, but it's not yet transformed. It's like it's still in the dark. Something hasn't been illuminated. Somebody's not quite seeing something yet. I feel like this is the energy external to you, but it could also be aspects of you. Like maybe you intuitively have a sense that a situation is going to work out a certain way, and you're not really seeing it. So you're having a hard time trusting the process and letting this transformation happen. But I also do feel this external energy to you as well, that's kind of fighting this process. So what you're being called to do, though, is to take a step back, to retreat, to heal your own things. Once you free up this healing energy, I think things will come into light. Okay, let's grab you a fortune, Aries. Okay. Oh, you get 2. Life to you is a dashing and bold adventure. Nice. That is going to go on that Knight of Wands. And then compassion is a way of being. Yeah. Okay. We'll put that on the 4 of Swords. Yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. Hang in there is what I'm being guided to tell you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in your world, but if you want to share, go ahead and comment below. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. I love your comments, guys. I love them so much. But if you want to subscribe, go ahead and push the subscribe button. You'll get my daily oracle messages and my tarot readings. That's what I got for you. Until next time, Aries. Love and light. Bye.